I'm Kai, and this is Paranormal Plus. Some of y'all might remember the hit cartoon Courage the Cowardly Dog that ran from 1999 to 2002 for 4 seasons. A show where Courage had to protect his 2 owners, Muriel and Eustace, from some paranormal threat. There have been interpretations of what is going on in the show, including it all being in Courage's head. What you might have not known is that the show has real-life inspirations. The actual event that takes place in the middle of nowhere in the real place of Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Yes, that is the real name of the place. This picture is in the real house that the actual events took place. In real life, the elderly couple that lived in the house reported seeing many strange things, including a skinwalker. After reporting the incident, the couple disappeared. All investigators found was their dog. Now, of course, some have claimed the disappearance of a couple has more non-supernatural explanation, that is, the serial killer David Parker Ray. David Parker Ray lived about 7 miles north of Truth or Consequences, the town where he located and kidnapped all of his victims. Truth or Consequences, New Mexico has a population of about 3,000 in the 90s, making it truly in the middle of nowhere, and a perfect location for David Parker Ray to find his prey. Of course, no evidence has been found linking David Parker Ray to the disappearance or any evidence that he was in the area at the time that the elderly couple disappeared. According to New Mexico Explorer, the existence of New Mexico Skinwalker is not some sort of myth. They're as real as humans are. In fact, they've even been described as similar to humans, as explained by an anthropologist, David Zimmerman, of the Navajo Nation Historic Preservation Department. Like humans, they do kill, and like humans, they have motivations for those acts of aggression. Power and revenge fuel their murderous intent, but such things cannot occupy the brain of a rational creature all the time, and skinwalkers do not make murder part of their daily routine. Also, just to clarify, skinwalkers are an entity that is accepted by doctorate-level anthropologists. So you tell me, what do you think happened? Now, you may have heard of this next paranormal occurrence, or artifact, if you will. But I'm about to reveal some certain truths about this particular so-called paranormal artifact. It is known as a Dybbuk box, but let's see some clips, if you will, first, before I jump into it.
It's getting 33, 35. It looks like this Dybbuk box is more haunted than every other.
But, you know, it's weird because after we opened up this creepy Dybbuk box, I got in a car accident. I got in, almost had a plane wreck. My house got broken into, all that type of stuff.
So you've probably seen these videos around. You've seen them on YouTube. You've seen them on TikTok claiming about this Dybbuk box thing. The thing is, it's not true. It's all made up. So Kevin Manis, the guy that came up with the idea, he said, "I'm the original creator of the story of the Dybbuk box, which appeared as one of my many eBay posts back in 2003. The idea that Dybbuk boxes have some kind of history prior to my story, and the idea that a Dybbuk box could contain anything other than Dybbuk, along with any deviation to the type of contents I created to be found inside of a Dybbuk box, is laughable at best. How about this? If you or anyone else can find any reference to a Dybbuk box anywhere in history prior to my eBay post, I will pay you $100,000 and a tattoo your name on my forehead." So there you have it. The Dybbuk box thing is all made up. In fact, he created it as kind of a interactive story where each member that would get his Dybbuk box would continue with on that story. But the thing is it's all made up, and you're like, well, Kai, but if it's all made up, then how are these people having these experiences? Well, I mean, they believe these experiences are happening, and the mind is a very powerful thing. And the so-called bad luck that Post Malone had could be contributed to just that's how the universe works. It's random occurrences, and everybody has bad luck. But if you're looking for bad luck, if you're looking to see if you can find it, you're going to find it. It's just how the mind works. So no. Now, is it a possibility that a box could have something in it, an evil entity or spirit or negative energy? Yes, but not a Dybbuk, because a Dybbuk is a particular spirit in Jewish folklore that during its life had this horrible life, a life of sin, and basically cannot forgive itself in order to move to the Jewish afterlife. There is no heaven or hell in the Jewish mythology, if you will. So, basically, if you will, this particular entity in order to atone for its sin, in order to be able to move on, attaches itself to a living person, a living being, and attaches it to in order to basically purify itself, to cleanse itself. But it's basically impossible. And so after that person dies, it'll attach itself to another living person. In other words, an actual Dybbuk has to attach itself to something that is alive, a living human being. It can't attach itself to a box, even if you have a bunch of bones or whatever you claim is in the box, which can easily be done. Just go ask Hollywood. Hollywood does it all the time. But the point being is it actually has to attach itself to a living, breathing human being in order to atone for its sins and purify itself, if you will. So therefore, a Dybbuk cannot be in a Dybbuk box. So there you have it. Of course, a lot of people try to claim that, and most of this actually originates from a lot of anti-Semitic literature, because the thing is, you can go on eBay and other various sites and find Dybbuk boxes, and it has a stereotype of an evil Jewish priest attached to the box. So basically, a lot of this Dybbuk box has a lot of heavy origin into anti-Semitic ideology and belief. And a lot of, during the rise of Christianity, Christians actually legitimately tried to make the previous religions before itself demonized and considered evil. And one of this various ways was attacking Judaism and trying to associate it with witchcraft. And so the Dybbuk box, if you will, can be harmful due to that stereotype being connected with that by vilifying any Jewish thing as demonic, when there are no demons per se in the Christian sense in Judaism. A Dybbuk is not a demon. It's a spiritual entity that, in order to atone and purify itself, attaches itself to a living person. So for a Dybbuk to be there, it actually has to attach itself to a living person. So there you have it. Dybbuks are not a real thing. And that's all there is to it.
Okay, so we're going to look at a TikTok video because I was trying to think of some other content to put in this Paranormal Plus video for Feartober and whatnot. Hopefully at one point, real quick, before we get to this video, that I'll be able to do some Paranormal Plus investigations, or paranormal investigations, if you will, for my Paranormal Plus series, but currently I can't at the moment because I have no way to do so. I got the stuff that I need, or at least that I want to, for another paranormal investigation. I got the thing that I need, anyways, I got the stuff, basically, in order to do the paranormal investigation. I just have no way to the particular places that I want to investigate. That'll be coming at one point in the future. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to the particular video that we're going to view, if you will.
Alright, check this out. I'm gonna give you...
Wow, so clowns as it is. I mean, I'm not personally terrified of clowns, but I don't really find them cute when I was a kid either. Like, I don't really get the point of everybody, like, inviting a clown to a kid's birthday party, because I don't know any kid that's like, yeah, I love clowns. Me, personally, I have no issue with clowns. As you can see, that's an Insane Clown Posse tattoo. Another story for another time.
Guys, a little bonus.
And apparently she has no issue with clowns. Apparently she wants to make out with clowns.
Alright, that's about as raunchy as I'm gonna get.
Oh, shit. Like, that clown kind of came out of nowhere, and if you look closely, you can actually tell that this clown is moving. I'm not sure the original context of the video, if you will, but apparently it looks like it's some abandoned thingy with clown statues, or supposed to be clown statues. Yeah, his head is slightly moving. Oh yeah, definitely moving. Was his face like that before? Hold up.
Alright, that's about as raunchy as I'm gonna get.
Oh, okay, yeah. His face was like that before. So, I'm assuming that the original context of the video is some kind of abandoned building, maybe an abandoned theme park. I'm not sure because I don't know the original context of the video. It could be a hoax because they got an upside-down pentacle in the background and an upside-down cross, and that doesn't necessarily equal evil or, satanic or anything, depending on the context of the such pentagram or upside down cross. For instance, behind the Pope is, in the Catholic Church is an upside down cross, and this is to actually signify or be associated with Saint Peter, who was crucified upside down, and technically the Catholic Church considers him the first pope. And so the Pope has that upside down cross behind him as a way to signify the first original pope according to Catholicism, which is Saint Peter, because he was like, I'm not worthy to be crucified like Jesus, so flip me upside down instead. And that's what they did according to Catholicism lore. So basically, an upside-down cross could mean that. I mean, it didn't get associated with Satanism or devil worship until very much later. And an upside-down pentacle, actually, in certain pagan lore, actually has to represent the pagan horned god, or the male deity, or the male essence, if you will, of deity. So that could mean absolutely nothing in the background. It could be faked, but I'm not so sure about it, because those clowns were technically moving and they're supposed to be statues, but it actually could be somebody in some clown costume and is very good at being still. I don't know. You tell me in the comment section of what you think of this particular video, or any of the content that is in this video. If you want to see more Paranormal Plus content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of future Paranormal Plus videos, which I'm trying to do Paranormal Plus videos for the entire month of October, because I try to do it every year, which is Feartober. So check the playlist of previous Feartober videos. Comment down below in the comment section of what you thought of any of this particular content that was in this video, and if you knew about any of the content pertaining to Courage the Cowardly Dog, which was at the beginning of the video, or Dybbuk boxes. I'd like to hear your feedback. So comment down below and whatnot. Thank you for watching. Like I said in previous video, I appreciate all the newcomers to this YouTube channel. If it wasn't for all of those of you watching the video, this would not be possible. So I thank all of you for watching the videos and commenting, because without you all, there is no YouTube channel, there is no Paranormal Plus, there is no Strange But Truth, there is no Mordecai Lacrosse Studios. So thank you to all of you that are watching and commenting. I really appreciate it, and I also very appreciate the people that have been with me since day one as well, as much as I appreciate the newcomers. All of y'all are important, so thank you for watching the video. Now it's time for the outro. As always, remember, when conventional science and conventional wisdom hold no answers, might we finally turn to the unconventional, improbable as the answers. Until next time, I've been your host for Paranormal Plus. I'm Mordecai Lacrosse. I'll see you on the other side.
I would like to begin with a poem in old-fashioned meter. Be good to us, and we'll be good to you.